Cinnamon scrolls have been around forever, and I do have the memory of asking my mother to stop off at the bakery on the way home from school. But let me tell you, the sweet scent of cinnamon baking in your own home in a yeasted bun is just to die for. Now, this recipe is enriched with eggs and butter and is slightly sweet, but is so simple to make. And let me tell you also that the actual scroll part is a lot of fun. Now, you will need a stand mixer to make it with a little dough hook, and we'll start off with 550 of plain flour along with 100 grams of sugar. It's just a slightly sweetened dough. And for the wet ingredients, 160 mils of milk. Into that, we dissolve 12 grams of dried yeast. Now, there's 7 grams in each sachet, so I'll probably add almost all of it. And then give that a little stir and crack in 3 eggs. Then whisk your eggs into the milk and the yeast, and you're done. Then adding a pinch of salt to the flour and sugar, and we're away. Onto slow speed and add all of that egg mix in at once. All in. After 3 minutes, the dough has come together in the bowl. We can add some soft butter. This is 140 grams, it's just been diced. I'm gonna add it in 3 lots. And the dough will gently take it on board. And once you've added all the butter, then increase the speed to medium-high and let it beat for about 8 to 10 minutes. Quite soft and sticky. Scrape it down in the bowl and then cover with cling film. So that is the cinnamon scroll dough done. It needs to go into the fridge for about 6 hours or overnight, but I have got one I did earlier. And the dough will look like this. So that is the chilled dough, and it will double in size, so that's ready. Setting that aside, we need to make the butter mix that goes inside the scroll, and it's pretty simple. 200 grams of softened, unsalted butter into a bowl, and follow in with 100 grams of caster sugar and Demira sugar. In with 4 heaped teaspoons of ground cinnamon. So here we go. And then give that a really good mix to combine. Back to the dough. You can turn that out now onto a lightly floured bench. Bring the dough together, just like that. Pat it down a little bit and cut it in half. Got a rolling pin, lightly flour that. Stretching the dough out to a rectangle, approximately 30 by 40 centimetres on a lightly floured surface. Then using half of the cinnamon sugar mix, drop it onto the dough. Once you've smothered the dough almost to the edges, it's time to scroll. And literally, you take it from one long side of the rectangle and you roll it in on itself, just like this. And it makes a scroll. Push the edges in a bit and have a look at that. Now we literally cut that in half and in half again. And then turn the cut side up and place it in the quiche dish. They won't look like a perfect scroll as you cut them, but when they prove, you'll see the scroll. So after 45 minutes in a warm kitchen, you will have risen scrolls. This is what they look like. Now, if they're not quite at this stage, be patient and give them another 20 minutes because they do need to prove. Before they go into the oven, just going to brush them with some egg wash, which is just 1 cracked egg. and delicately brush the tops of the scrolls. And then sprinkle over a little extra Demira sugar. And into the oven, they'll take 20 minutes to cook. When you're cooking these at home, I swear to you, at the 19-minute mark, your house will fill with the sweet scent of cinnamon. You pretty much don't need to set a timer. The buns need 10 minutes to sit, but for that professional touch, if you want to do it at home, is to brush your cinnamon buns with sugar syrup. And this is 150 grams of caster sugar and 100 grams of water. I've just brought it to the simmer, and you'll see it just glosses the buns up magically. Cinnamon scrolls baked at home are best about 20 minutes after cooking because they're just that tad warm. Perfect for morning or afternoon tea or whenever you like.